Hey everybody, it's your boy Surge Dragon and welcome back to another edition of the Heavens Monsters podcast. Today we are going to cover this week's edition of AEW Dynamite on September 16th. And with me today is Chris Petrie, Andre Mitchell,
yo,
and Mike Henry.
Ready for an episode of the Heavens Monsters podcast? Give me a hell
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I said you're ready for an episode of the Heavens Monsters podcast. Give me a hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Let's go.
So let's go ahead and start the night knowing that Excalibur, Tony Schiavone, and Jim Ross were on the broadcast today. Woohoo! We start the night with a jam-packed show. It kicks off with Jurassic Express of Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy with Marco Stunt versus the AEW Tag Team Champions FTR with Tully Blanchard. Who won that match, Mikey?
To
Oh, it's a long match.
There's
There's a lot in this. FTR won? Oh, the bottom of the ninth. Who put that?
and the winner of this match is the coaching of Tully Blanchard, and pulled one out in the bottom of the ninth. The tag champs stay undefeated according to good old JR. And the referee didn't assist according to Excalibur.
Didn't see the assist, it says. I see. We got the same page then. Alright. So, knowing that FTR had an assist, that means they cheated. So, that is the question. How do you feel about this, Chris? Get your 2 cents.
It was a long match. Jurassic Express trying to beat the tag team champions. It happened because Tully Blanchard, it's a Blanchard spotter in the beat, and FTR got the victory over that.
Your thoughts on the fact that FTR didn't win fairly, Andre?
It's crazy. Oh well.
You, Mikey?
I don't know. I don't know what to say, but Jurassic Express should have won the damn match.
Alright, Mikey, call the next thing.
The cameras cut to AEW correspondent Alex Marvez, who was backstage with Private Party and Matt Hardy, who was writhing in agony on the concrete floor.
Yeah, I had to look at that again. I thought it was writing with a W. No, it's writhing.
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 It's W. Yep.
Yeah, like using a sentence. This person is writhing in pain, which is literally what he was doing. Somebody jumped him from behind. And who came up to talk to Matt Hardy while he was down?
The Demo God, Chris Jericho, the Inner Circle.
Yeah, got it. So, we already heard last week edition that both Jake Hager and Chris Jericho are looking to put themselves in the tag team division. Seeing as that Matt Hardy is a tag team expert, not to mention the fact that he's backing up Private Party, I guess maybe Chris Jericho was the one that jumped him with the fact that he did take out Sammy Guevara. We haven't seen him since All Out. It's 2 weeks now. In which case, we know for a fact that maybe this is a 2-in-1 hit with Chris Jericho and Jake Hager taking out Matt Hardy to take out the potential coach of tag teaming Private Party, as well as a payback for Sammy Guevara. Your thoughts, Mikey?
Oh my god.
That was my 2 cents for the record.
Oh my god, I can't believe that Matt Hardy got jumped. I can't believe he got jumped. I mean, Chris Jericho asked, is his leg going to be okay, or are you going to have maybe amputate? And that's how
amputated.
And then he says, "We'll see you 2 years later," and that's how they both walked away with Jericho clutching his baseball bat.
How do you feel about knowing that somebody jumped Matt Hardy from behind backstage, Andre?
That's messed up. I hope Matt Hardy comes back to beat the crap out of him. But it's kind of like cheap shot and cold-hearted, you know?
You, Chris, what are your thoughts?
Well, we all know the other circle has something to do with it. That's why Chris Jericho was smiling. But I really need to know what's on the update of Matt Hardy's position, his lead.
Alright, next thing is Kenny Omega joins the commentary team for the next match, which features the return of FCU on television, on TNT television, SCU's Frankie Kazarian versus Hangman Page. In the next match, who would win this match? Mikey? Oh, there was a lot of commentary on the Chris. They were asking Kenny Omega questions. A lot of questions while this match was going. You there, Mikey?
Sorry, use the bathroom, sir. It's my
Oh,
apologies.
no problem. All right. You want to let Chris take it?
Let me get my. Did you get your 2 cents or no?
On Matt Hardy, yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about Frankie Kazarian versus Hangman Page.
Nope, I was waiting for you to say who won the match, since I thought you were there looking at the page.
Oh no. Actually, it was no match because Matt Hardy was laid out. Remember?
Okay, that's fine. All right then. Chris, you want to tell him who won?
The winner of the match was Hangman Page.
Yep. Kenny Omega was okay with the fact that Hangman Page won the match, but he was not sticking around to congratulate him, especially on how they left at All Out. Kenny Omega is looking to be a singles competitor, but for whatever reason, his own personal reasons, he decided to join the commentary for that specific match. Your thoughts, Chris?
It was a clean match against Frankie Kazarian. Beat Frankie Kazarian with that bloodshot lariat.
Bam.
And Omega was looking on and back with Hangman Page asking for a cold one.
How do you feel about MJF winning the match? And Kenny Omega walking off, Andre?
It was okay. I would rather see Kenny Omega finish the match.
Yeah. You say Hangman Page.
Oh. Hangman Page, sorry, won the match.
Yeah. So Hangman Page walked out of the match?
No, Kenny Omega was on commentary, but he walked off on his friend. Or would be past friend.
He walked off on his friend, though.
Yeah, Hangman Page.
Yeah.
Okay. I see FJF. Thank you, Chris. I did not realize I said MJF. I did not realize I said it. And you, Mikey?
Oh my goodness. So, Hangman Page pinned Kazarian with the buckshot lariat. While Kenny Omega was sitting on commentary. Both of these guys deserve a lot of credit, according to good old Tony Schiavone. Absolutely was stage singles religion we have. Page is back in the saddle, but I am out of the saddle, according to Kenny Omega.
Go ahead and read the next thing, Mikey.
Well, the next thing that you jumped the gun was MJF with Wardlow versus Shawn Dean.
Of course, MJF wins the match, but I gotta say, the speech that comes afterwards was egotistical as ever, saying that he's still courtesy of the fact that Jon Moxley cheated. Yeah, I had to focus the camera here. All right. Still need to focus. Okay. The fact that Jon Moxley cheated using the paradigm shift when he was contracted not to, even though he's not mentioning why the Dynamite diamond ring was putting right in front of him. Yeah, he was going to cheat too. He didn't mention that. But to no avail, gotta mention this, is the fact that he says, and he demanded the ring announcer to say that he is the uncrowned champion, along with some other big words that made it sound like he was denied. So. You okay, Mikey?
Oh my God! I cannot believe that bastard poked D in the eyes. Unbelievable.
Smooth. And you, Andre?
All right, so far.
You don't like MJF, right?
No, I don't.
Son of a bitch.
You, Chris?
Yeah, always gonna be a scumbag. So the ring announcer we call uncrowned champion. Yeah, right. You deserve to be the champion.
Nope. Get that right. What's next, Mikey?
Eddie Kingston was in the ring with Penta, Zero, and Ray Phoenix, the Butcher, and the Blade.
When they came out, they were trying to settle the fact that they were family. And that family always gets angry at each other and they always make up. With this family, it's a family that fights with each other and fights together. So, in order to settle their differences, they pulled people from the babyface side and they just started flinging them into the ring and started whooping their ass. 3 guys were getting their ass handed to them. Getting kicked in the face, getting slammed, and getting dropped while being motivated by Kingston on the top corner. So this is just a little means of unity through violence by Kingston and his crew. They don't even have a name, do they? A faction name yet. No, I see you ringing your head, Chris. I see you ringing your head. Get your 2 cents on that, Chris.
I don't know what they're trying to prove. The Lucha Bro and Bruce the Brave. I don't know what they're trying to prove to impress Kingston, their boss, or what we think.
You, Andre?
All right, so far.
How do you feel knowing that they got some people who are just watching the show that were wrestlers or trainees and they just got their ass whooped?
That's crazy, man.
Agreed.
Oh well, I guess.
You, Mikey?
I don't know what to say, but things just got out. Things got out of hand when Kingston struck the Butcher and Blade to find victims and then began assaulting several wrestlers who were sitting ringside. Luther Bros got in on the accident too while Kingston and them on. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Got that right. Next up is Private Party versus the Demo God, Chris Jericho, and Jake Hager, the Big Hurt, from the Inner Circle. Who would win that match, Chris?
Jericho and Hager.
Yeah. Private Party didn't get a win on this when they felt like they needed it for the sake of Matt Hardy. But Big Hurt and Demo God live up to their names with, if I remember correctly, they finished it with Judas Effect, right?
Yeah.
Yep. I got that confused with last week. So, get your 2 cents on that, Chris.
Robert Hardy had tried their best to win, and the press not Hardy because what happened earlier with the knee injury. But in the end, it didn't happen.
You, Andre?
All right, so far.
And you, Mikey?
After the victory, Jericho punished Cassidy with the Walls of Jericho. After the Raw match was over, Mark Quinn came to the aid of his partner and knocked down Jericho with a Pele kick.
What's the next match?
AEW Women's Action. Ivelisse or Evelise, hope I pronounced the name right.
Ivelisse. Yeah, it's Ivelisse.
Ivelisse accompanied by Diamante versus the current NWA Women's Champion, Thunder Rosa.
What's funny, I gotta point this out, they said the title was on the line.
But it was not.
Yeah, they said it for the NWA Women's Championship. I was like, what?
Yeah, that title was on the line on national television.
Yeah. I was about to ask you that, Chris. 1-on-1 right here with the boys here. When was the last time NWA was on national television?
I think NWA was the last old school NWA last year.
If we're not talking Ring of Honor, which sometimes is on Fight Network or a given television show, like right now we can get episodes of Ring of Honor on here in Houston. It's Fox Sports Houston. So when was the last time we saw a NWA championship defended on national television?
I don't remember.
Yeah. If I recall, I think it was Colt Cabana versus Mickie James' husband.
Cowboy James Storm.
Madness.
Wait, her husband's Cowboy James Storms? I thought it was that other guy.
Nick Almonds.
The what?
Nick Almonds. The NWA World Heavyweight Champion.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you mean Matt, right?
What? Magnus, I think his name was. He went around as a gladiator and
Magnus. You know Magnus from Impact?
Magnus. There you go, Magnus. That's what I was thinking of. I forgot the name. I knew it started with an M. I just didn't know the rest. That was the problem. It's been a while. Thank you, Mikey. So, this would be definitely a long time coming since a championship belt from NWA would be on television. And it'd be the women's championship nonetheless. So, with that said, it was Thunderbolt Rosa who definitely got the win, retaining her championship, but then gets jumped by Ivelisse and Diamante. And while they were getting jumped, she was getting jumped, Hikaru Shida, who was right there watching the whole thing with the baby faces, comes into the ring in her defense and actually puts it on her shoulder, the title in which she still holds as a sign of respect, since she earned the respect fighting her at All Out. So, with that said, how do you feel about knowing that, what we said, Andre, knowing that the NWA Women's Championship was on the line for the first time in television, as well as the fact that AEW Women's Champion Hikaru Shida came to her rescue when she got jumped after the match?
Pretty good. I'm glad Hashida, how will you say her name, came and did a good job, you know. Everything else is pretty good so far, you know.
You, Chris?
Yeah, it was a great match. Again, Evil Lee and Thunder Walter fighting for the first time for the championship for NWA Power. Thunder Walter retained her championship by getting jumped by Diamante and Sheeta, the AEW World Women's Champion. Came with Thunder Walter 80 and got her the title, put it on her shoulder.
Yeah, she did. You, Mikey?
Oh, I don't blame Hikaru Shida coming to the aid of Thunder Rosa. But are we going to see a little tag match between Thunder Rosa and Shida versus Ivelisse and Diamante? We'll have to wait and see.
Also want to point out that they were wearing gold medals representing that they won the Women's Tag Team Championship Cup not too long ago. That was pretty cool. What's next, Mikey? Get a laugh out of this one.
Miro backstage bench pressing. Miro was backstage bench pressing while Kip Sabian and Penelope Ford watched on.
I want to point something out. Formerly known as Rusev, Miro is miscounting, saying 19, 20, 23, 27, 30. Like, we can hear you, dude. We see the bench presses. You count at 19. The numbers don't add up with the lift and the... Come on. What the hell? And he says that he's the best man. He's the best man. So he's also going to give the best bachelor party. You see his wife, fiance Penelope Ford, actually like, no. It's like, she knows what that means. Woo! Yeah, bachelor party. There you go. But it also means that he's looking to be in a wrestling match come very soon on AEW. Looking forward to that, seeing what he now can do after this, several months after being fired from WWE, or released, should I say. Also, he was offering to have Kip Sabian have his turn at doing the lifts. Right. So, Andre, what are your thoughts on Miro, aka Rusev, getting his opportunity to one day be in a match on AEW?
I'm glad. I hope to see him in a match. You know, I would like to see him actually win the AEW World Title. You know.
You, Chris?
I would look for a Miro to have his first match after his fifth man deal is over.
You, Mikey?
Ooh, looking forward to see what's Miro's next move.
Next, we have the announcement actually saying that come on the anniversary of AEW, if I'm not mistaken, comes on October 14th?
October 14th.
Mm-hmm. So the week before that, we will have, I think next week, a six-man tag team match with the respectable team leaders being the number one contender and the champion, and they're gonna pick their teams. So Murder Hawk, along, Lance Archer with Jake the Snake Roberts, comes out to the ring, and Jake Roberts actually says that if he's gonna make a deal with the devil, he might as well make a deal with the Tasmanian devil. So he calls out Taz, and prior to what they said earlier in the day, they made the deal, saying that yes, the two members who will be tagging with Lance Archer will be the Machine Brian Cage and Ricky Starks. And he said that if Lance Archer beats Jon Moxley, the first person to get a title shot will be the Machine Brian Cage. Jake is telling Lance Archer, saying, this is what's best. This is the best. This is good. He ain't happy. Lance Archer's like, I don't want to make no damn promises. I don't want to make no damn promises like that shit. Come on. So, after which, John Moxley then comes over there to the side, and we see them focusing on John Moxley. I'm wondering, like, why are they focusing on him? I had to rewind after I saw it. Apparently, it's sitting in the audience waiting for John Moxley was Ricky Stark, wearing a mask and a hoodie. The fan that was right there was jumping like, oh shit, who are you? What? Oh shoot, it's Ricky Stark! Ah, I was sitting next to him! That kind of reaction. That's a fan's reaction right there. That's a true fan. In which case, then Brian Cage also comes out and they're laying the hurt on John Moxley. To our surprise, and I'm having a hard time remembering his name. Where is this guy's name? Who comes to John Moxley's aid?
Will Hobbs.
Yeah, it's funny. Will Hobbs is the muscle to Brian Cage coming into this match, and he's going to team up with John Moxley. And the other person, he calls out telling him, despite not knowing his medical condition, after All Out, with the thumbtacks and the body bag, at the Casino Battle Royale, he says that Darby Allin will be his next opponent. He says, Darby Allin. He looks into the camera and says, Darby Allin, you got a date in a 6-man tag team match. You better get your sorry ass there. And we'll see you there. I was like, ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Rewind, just for the sake that the two men he's teaming up with had already fought each other, and Darby Allin won that match. And John Moxley fought Darby Allin for the title not too long ago, and he won that match. So, this is a good friendly rivalry teaming up against a bunch of guys that can't stand each other right now. That's my 2 cents. Andre, what do you think about this?
Pretty good.
You, Mikey?
Ooh, I hope Darby Allin's watching. Because John Moxley, he definitely wants Darby Allin.
You got that mask. And you, Chris?
Ooh.
On the AEW Dynamite. Like I said, Moxley and former Rasuki Gu member Lance Archer and owner John Moxley.
All right, Mikey, what's the next thing?
As Caliber announced that he was just informed by Tony Khan that next week on the 23rd, Orange Cassidy will challenge Roy Lee for the TNT Championship.
Woo! Woo! Orange Cassidy going for that title. He's going to be at the expense of Brody Lee, but Brody Lee's got that Dark Order. The fuck was that? Okay, so let's go on to the next thing. What's the next thing, Mikey?
And finally, to wrap up AEW, Santana Ortiz versus Best Friends Trent and Chuck Taylor in a parking lot fight.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh, that was a good match. Oh, that was a good match. From beginning to end, oh, absolute mayhem, carnage, and pain. We had all these guys beating the living hell out of each other, causing themselves to bleed, hitting each other with 2x4s, cars, broken glass, windows, top of the hoods, top of the car's roof, trunks, even sledgehammers and metal pipes. Oh my goodness, a good mix of deadly metal and wood, and you got a bloodbath. Which one was it, Trent or Chuck? Oh wait, yeah, Trent or Chuck that had the bloody back. I think it was Trey. Could be wrong. Trey's back was all bloody. Trey's back was all bloody. Oh my goodness. You can't fake that. That was real blood. That was all real blood. Ow. In which case, all these things, one thing I gotta point out is when, Ortiz had flipped, or actually powerbombed, never mind. He had powerbombed one of the best friends onto the roof of the car, and Santana leapfrogged over the truck onto the car and frog splash right there, like, ow! That had to hurt his rib cage and his elbows and knees. Ow! My oh my. But it would be a surprise figure coming out from a trunk of a car would be Orange Cassidy punching the living hell and making the difference maker, helping up the guys, in which ends in 2 moves. I think it was a powerbomb and a from behind packaged pile driver onto a wooden board right off a back of the truck's tool shed. I know because of the fact my grandpa has one on the back of his truck, and it landed on a big board of wood onto the bed of the truck. That hurt. Ooh, broke that board. Oh, and also they went through a door and a bicycle steel guard. Oh my God, they bent both. And that ended the match. That ended the match with, on top of the truck. So the best friends walk out, not only with a refurbished car of Trent's mom, they're about to drive off, but she pauses for one moment just to have it in the back, flicking them off, saying, fuck yeah. And it rolls out into the night. Fuck yeah. My 2 cents. That was actually full damn 20. Whole damn 20. Yeah. You like all that craziness, Andre?
Oh, yeah. Very entertaining.
Even the mom said, fuck you. My boys kicked your ass. How do you feel about that, Chris?
You didn't mention where.
Speak up, speak up.
Tennis, OTs and they got paint. They got face paint on their face. It look like bones on their face. It like Tonga and Tamalora, because they had the same face paint on their face.
Yeah, representing that skeleton faces. Yeah, they did. I didn't mention that. You're right. You're right.
We saw all the carnage, the ball splash, the sledgehammer, and the glass going all cut. And Orange Cassidy was there. You mentioned in an attack. Santana. And that move you were talking about, what Trent used to win the match.
Yeah, he did. What do you think, Mikey? He's got the camera off. Ooh. Mikey! See if I want to see.
Can you hear me?
There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
I don't blame Trent's mama Sue pulled up in her minivan and gave best friends a lift out of there. And just before leaving, Sue flipped the inner circle. The inner circle got burned. I mean, they got burned.
Anything else?
Well, like I said, congrats to best friends for getting the job done.
Is that it?
That was it. That was it.
Ready to end this, boys?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
A shout out to our fellow brethrens of the Heavens Monsters podcast. A shout out to Xavier Hill, Mike Henry, and Andre Mitchell. A link to their YouTube channels will be in the descriptions down below, as always. And a remaining shout out to Chris Petrie, T-Money, Renee Farrell, and Andre. I mean, I always say your name twice, Andre.
Come on.
Delvin, not Andre.
Start the names. Start the names again.
Chris Petrie, T-Money.
Start the names again.
I'm not doing it. Renee Farrell and Delvin. Hey, what can I say? Is the name so nice? I had to say it twice.
Yeah.
I know you like that, huh, Andre?
Come on, Sergio.
Anyway, let's go ahead and end this. My dumbass speech impediment here. Hey, hold up. Let me get rid of that. There you go. Here we go, boys. You ready to end it?
Let's go.
You like this video? Give it a thumbs up. You didn't? Give it a thumbs down. Hit the subscribe button, like the content. Hit that notification bell for the next Heavens and Monsters podcast. Will be Impact Wrestling on what day?
The 15th.
15th. Alrighty then. So I'll see you in just a bit, boys. Till then. Bye. What? Almost forgot. I'm Serge. That's Chris. That's Andre. There's Mikey.
And that's the bottom line, because Head Monster Podcast Guru said so, and we'll see you later tonight.
Yeah. Later, boys.